Hello again and welcome back to another one. And today we have a couple of topics to cover, and before we get to it, some of you remember how it started in 2024 when Cat Williams did that interview that went viral that included the teaser of what was to come this year.
All of these big deviants is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is, TG Jakes, any of them. All lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way.
Well, we all know how that turned out. Pretty much prophetic, as in the hip-hop space, things kicked off with Eminem versus Benzino that led to this classic moment.
The you want me to do? Come on, man. You think this shit is cool? Nah, man. Ooh.
And we all know what happened shortly after between Kendrick and Drake. However, if you recall, in that same interview, Cat Williams went to town on Steve Harvey.
Steve that went to go watch Mark Curry do his whole sitcom and then stole everything. Now Steve got a sitcom where he the principal and he wear a suit. And then he gets this high top fade, making all black men think he got the best lineup in the business. And it's a man unit. Then you ask it, why you not a movie star? I didn't want to be a movie star. This the same Negro that hated on Bernie with this same thing. I didn't want to be a movie star. No, you couldn't be a movie star. There are 30,000 new scripts in Hollywood every year. Not one of them asks for a country bumpkin black dude that can't talk good Oba-Kaby and look like Mr. Potato Head. There ain't none. You would have to have a range. Damn.
According to latest reports, Steve Harvey stepped in the ring as he reportedly returned fire, and we'll expand on this in a moment. Today we also have an interesting update on a story we covered months ago when MMA fighter Sean Strickland confronted MGK in real life, and word on the social media streets suggests that this is an accurate depiction of a back and forth going on right now, as a few hours ago MGK had some words for Strickland that led to another messy exchange on Twitter, and we'll get to more on this in a bit. And it is quite strange because we saw MGK trembling a few days ago when he was talking about Eminem.
Yeah, so like with it's look.
Damn.
But he looked quite confident, talking smack about the MMA fighter Strickland. I guess he must have beefed up his security. Today we also have more from that Drake 100 gigs drop that shows what looks to be a scrapped collaboration that was meant for Drake and Kendrick Lamar that sparked some interesting reactions, as Kendrick is getting bashed on social media for being an instigator. And speaking on this battle, we also have more from Jamaican dancehall artist Popcorn, who was seen shutting down Kendrick's music when it was played in his vicinity a few hours ago, and we'll get to more on this in a moment. And today we have more from Big Sean, who recently revealed that there will be no more delays for his upcoming album dropping this Friday. And to be honest, he kind of sounded like he's been through it while working on this album. And today we'll be starting with the latest photos that hit the web of Eminem that shows Eminem fulfilling another MakeAWish request. Check it out. Thank you to MakeAWish and Eminem for granting Stan Lee's wish yesterday. It was the most unforgettable and special experience ever. Words cannot express the gratitude I have, along with Stan Lee's dad, for the opportunity to make this happen. And we got some more details. 3 quick things. 1. I'm not Stan Lee's mother. I'm his caretaker for almost 6 years now. 2. Stanley wants to let everyone know that his name is actually Stanley, but he wasn't named after the song Stan. He was named after the Stanley Cup. 3. We are from Metro Detroit. And in response to this reaction, man, Eminem low-key as F. He don't want you to know the good he's doing. We got to find out that they had permission to post this publicly, so it is not a leak. We got permission to post from him and his team yesterday after the experience. For MakeAWish, he has always allowed the experience to be shared. And moving on, we got to hear from Big Sean a few hours ago about his upcoming album that's been riddled with delays in 2024. And we got to hear from an emotional Big Sean on IG Live, where he confirmed it is coming this Friday. Check out a snippet.
Right now, and that's what I'm gonna do. So the album is dropping this week, and you know, I appreciate my mom for being like that guardian angel, always like giving me that advice for real. And she really taught me through it for real. And like I said, I ain't been sleeping a lot. I've been like kind of like just giving this shit my all, and I'm burnt the fuck out, you know, tired, but I do this shit for the people who fuck with me, you know. I do it for the fans. I do it for, you know, with the power of Jesus Christ too, for real, and like all my angels, you know. So I'm excited. And that's one thing my mom said. She said, yo, get excited, like drop your album, is fire, you know. And everyone around me keeps saying that, so it's dropping this week.
Yes, he does sound burnt out for real, and fans have expressed concern for Big Sean's well-being following the live stream, and some have expanded. This is what happens when you've been one of the best, but people overlook it for the sake of getting memes off. Dudes talk about Sean like he doesn't have one of the most successful careers of his era. And thanks to social media, narratives could run wild and legit affect projects in real life. Depending on the age/generation of your core audience, it is sad. And are you looking forward to Big Sean's upcoming album dropping on Friday, Better Me Than You? And moving on to the next point, dancehall artist Popcorn went viral a few hours ago when a clip hit the web that shows the artist shut down Kendrick Lamar's music being played around him due to his connections with Drake. Check it out.
Alright, Kendrick Lamar some mirror playing now.
Yeah.
Where?
I don't know, someone pocket.
I think homegirl got some surround sound vibes upstairs.
If I got up, you got skip that blood clot there. I'm here. I want to hear that murder. Turn out that.
I read it.
Who change the station?
Change the station.
Yeah, man. Them two extra. One buckler, I'm play Kendrick Lamar in a boy.
I would fuck with Kendrick.
No, I hear not Kendrick Lamar, nigga. Fuck the all time me independent of you, me think the same. Yeah, loyalty really. Look, you see why I'm skin? It's over. Yeah.
And boy, some have fired back at him with, these be the lamest people who won't even allow themselves to listen to good music because they got issues with an artist they like. But seeing as Popcorn is a Drake associate, it is not the same thing in my opinion, so I understand from that point of view, as some have hit back with, LOL, he's signed to OVO and been friends with Drake for 10 plus years, facepalm laughing emojis. That's like Schoolboy Q being okay with Family Matters being played, stop it. And I actually agree with this, since he was being filmed and all that. It is bad optics. However, that didn't stop the roasting session. His loyalty for a guy that signed him for no reason but to ghostwrite for him is admirable. But what are your thoughts on this? Was Popcorn doing too much by asking them to change the song from Kendrick? And moving on, a snippet recently hit the web that showed that there was a scrapped collab meant for Drake and Kendrick, a beat that ended up going to Action Bronson. Check out the snippet from the 100 Gigs drop.
Yo, I actually really like that sound.
You like it now?
Start sick.
Builds crazy.
I can't, and it's like
just enough every time.
For him, where he's at, that's like I know he's gonna murder that shit. I know he is. Yo, can you grab that for me, Hasha?
Oh, but when he told me Kendrick, it just made so much sense.
know.
Oh, what was this brilliance? Oh, so good. So excited to hear that record. Oh, good on Omen, man.
And boy, the reactions of regret has flooded social media since, and one man is getting blamed for ruining this. Check it out. Kendrick's jealousy really ruined a great duo, to which a user fired back with, Kendrick's jealousy? Drake couldn't stop crying about the Control verse, which is what led to all of this, and it is no end to the back and forth between Kendrick and Drake fans. To this, a user responded with, what came first, the Control verse or Drake crying? One is a direct result of the other. One doesn't happen without the other happening. LOL. And check this out, Does this confirm that they were talking about working together? Or does this mean Drake wanted to reach out to work on this record? Also, the latest this could have been in discussion was 2015, because that was when Action Bronson dropped his album in March of that year. Well, this gives credence to the theory that Drake reached out to Kendrick on multiple occasions, since word on the street is that they also sent a request to Kendrick for first-person shooter. Kendrick clearly didn't want to work with Drake for years, and he didn't want to do that fake link-up that many rappers have been doing for years. And before we head to Sean Strickland versus MGK, Steve Harvey reportedly fired back at Cat Williams for going at him at the start of the year.
Penny ass hater who is, man, you'll never have a hater that's doing better than you. Always know that. Don't get off the wall to dress some penny ass boy who ain't got shit going for himself. Now you done stopped your climb up on the wall so you can come down here and talk to his little punk ass. Don't do that, man. I stay away from it. Now do I want to? Yes. Because I'm a human being and I'm hood. And I used to be a fighter and I still got hands. They slow, but if you get up on me real close, I can still knock your monkey ass out. I just don't have the quickness I have. But I still know how to turn my hip and shift that weight, and I'll knock your short ass out. I'll shoot your perm straight out your head. I don't even know why I say it.
Say what now?
And some are wondering, why now? Steve, my guy, Cat called you out the first week of January 2024. It is almost September. You missed your moment. And now we wait for Cat Williams to respond to continue the trend of drama in 2024. And moving on, we got some more drama. As if you were with us a few months ago, you remember when Sean Strickland clashed with MGK back then. And MGK was recently on the Impulsive podcast, and he called out Sean Strickland without trembling this time around.
The Strickland one.
I don't know this guy from a crumb of bread. I didn't know who he was when I met him. I got hip afterward that he's like insanely racist and homophobic and just not my type of guy, so I would have never even wanted to shake hands with him in the first place. He also is just a representative of every person who's too scared to just be themselves, because if you're comfortable as yourself, you don't care who anybody else is.
I'd met him that night too, and I can't say anything bad because my experience was vastly different because I'm not you, and he didn't have a visceral reaction. We shook hands, it was very cordial, but I know of everything that he exists as on Twitter. He fits very nicely into that community of exactly what you just said, kind of intolerance and just desire to spew hatred.
He's so dumb that I'm gonna tell him right now, you should not keep saying stuff because it just makes me look better, but you're going to keep saying stuff. So I know that you'll react and say more things, but you just shouldn't. As a person who's just giving you big bro advice, learn this. Shut the fuck up. Don't speak on me anymore and live your life. But you won't, and I'm going to continue laughing at you because you're a fucking idiot.
And while some are wondering who told MGK that starting a beef with a mentally unstable professional fighter was a good idea, some are asking, is that the guy that Eminem bullied him so bad that he jumped into a different music genre? And Sean Strickland ratioed MGK with a 10 times multiplier with this one. Getting lectured by a guy who drinks blood and wears a purse. Dog, you had a midlife crisis and tattooed your entire body. The X community of intolerance. Y'all I'd hang out with, you toxic trolls, any day over this toothpick. Go back to yourself, you freaking weirdo. Boy, that certainly escalated quickly.
Boy.
And some are stuck wondering, has MGK ever made a good song that anybody even remembers? All that I know about him is that he got kind of famous for getting bodied by Eminem. He seems to only be known for being around famous people like his Munchausen by proxy girl Megan Fox. Freaking weirdo. And this is just one more to add to the long list of drama in 2024. And I'll be looking forward to your thoughts in the comment section. Thanks for watching and see you on the next one.